Feel like I always want to open up with some music and get it rocking, 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 rocking. Unfortunately, for some reason, Facebook always wants to send you into your music isn't some, just ridiculous. Here we're promoting free music out there and we get in trouble for doing it. So anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Forrest Knight out here in St. Louis. Thanks for swinging by. I've got a very, very cool topic to cover tonight. If you're thinking about what do I do? How do I build a business online? How do I build a business, period? How do I do all this fun stuff? I absolutely love marketing. I love sales. I love systems. I love pointing people in the right direction. I love being a coach. Absolutely, absolutely enjoy that. So 5 steps to building a large sales team. And of course, a bonus, I've got a recommended lead management systems, some that you definitely want to have. So if you're struggling with how do I track my leads, how do I follow up my leads, how do I even reach out to my leads, I've got a really, really cool system, some recommended systems that you should go out and take a look at them. Some of them are a little bit pricey, some of them are not. It just depends on the size of your organization, size of your team. You might want to take a look at some of this stuff to see if it's going to be a fit for your organization. If you're brand new to network marketing, direct sales, affiliate marketing, some of this stuff you may not need until you start actually getting like lots of people to follow up. I've got a huge, huge customer base, and I'm actually working on moving them from one platform to another so I can do some auto texting and auto follow-ups and some things like that to automate myself so I don't have to do a lot of stuff manually. I'm not a robo-caller, robo-dialer guy. I hate that stuff. That just drives me nuts. I'm good old-fashioned. I'll pick up the phone and call you all day long, but I'm not going to robo-dial you. I don't it really irritates me. So sorry, y'all, for those of you that really like that system. That's not me. So five things, five steps to building a large sales team. And this is the base. This is you starting at zero. You're at zero. What the heck do I do? How do I get a large sales team? What is it? What are the things you can do? So things you've got to have in place, sort of in your recipe bucket, in your toolbox. One is you've got to be able to prospect. You've got to be able to do presentations. You've got to be able to get of course, do the presentations, generate the leads, and of course, close the sale. So those are some things. So first thing you need to do is you need to identify, number one, is you need to identify your target audience. Let me back up a little bit. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Forrest Knight. I'm a social media marketing strategist and coach. I love helping people succeed online. I love entrepreneurs. I love anybody that's out for the hustle. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact, and be a legacy creator. And I hope you are too. So dig this. Check this out. So one is you need to identify your target audience. Who is the person that you want on your team, right? And when you're brand new in the business, you may not quite know who that is yet. You may not have a clue what they are. They tall, fat, short, skinny? And it's not their physical appearance. It's like, who are they on the inside? What kind of drive do they have? What motivates them? What fires them up? And you can get into all the different types of communication styles, different types of personality styles and things like that. There's reds, there's blues, there's yellow, and there's greens. That's a whole nother training. And what you say to them and what kind of conversation you have with them and what kind of ad copy you write to generate them, if you're going to generate ads to drive a sales team, or if you're going to do good old-fashioned on the phone and call people and talk to them on the phone. There's certain words that you can use to elicit a conversation from somebody on the other end of the phone to see what kind of color personality are certain words that you use, and if it throws them off or they draw a stare. So, or how they answer the phone might give you a clue on what kind of color personality is, what you're going to say on the other end of the phone. Of course, there's good old-fashioned, what we teach is cold market prospecting, reaching out and putting a message of hope in somebody's inbox. And some people say, well, you have to know, like, and trust somebody. Really? Why not just get to the point? Just get to the point and say, hey, dude, I'm expanding my business. Curious if you might be able to take a look at what I'm doing. If not, absolutely okay, no big deal. I would really hate it. It would suck if somebody came into me and did all this friendship stuff and, blah, 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 and asked about my dog and my wife and my kids and all this kind of stuff, only to send me a prospect message to get me in, to basically get me into bed in their business, right? It'd be sort of creepy, rather than just walking over and, see me sitting at the bar and ring and say, hey, dude, you want to dance? Like, yeah, right? Instead of trying to court me to get me to dance, just walk over and ask me if I want to dance, right? Keep it simple. Sometimes just get to the point. Let's get to the point and move on. So that's me. So one, you need to identify your target audience. You need to understand who it is that you want on your team. Not everybody's going to fit into your culture, right? And there's a learning curve in doing that. And the best way to learn that is you put a bunch of messages of hope in people's inboxes until people start replying to you and responding to you. And there's some other things that you need to do on the surface as well. You probably need to do some Facebook Lives. You need to show up on social media so people can see you, right? Doing a Facebook Live is probably the #1 way, in my opinion, to get people to know, like you, and trust you, because they can watch you, they can see who you are, they can check out your personality, they can see how you show up on a regular basis. You might send a prospecting message to somebody and you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna reply to this person. I want to see how they're showing up. They want to check your creds. They want to see what kind of credibility you have. If you're not showing up, or if all you're doing is just posting product on your page, they're not going to want to join your business, right? They want to know who you are, where you're coming from, and what you're doing. If you've got your product and your company and your business posted all over your page, why would somebody want to communicate with you when they can simply go to your website, check it out, and you've never known they've gone there, right? So just a marketing tip there. Number 2, once you find your audience, once you find your target audience, once you know who they are, you got to reach out to them. You got to prospect them. You got to put some type of message in their inbox. Say, hey, I'm growing my sales team. I'm looking for customers, whatever it is, depending. And we're talking about sales teams here. So I'm growing my sales team because if you might be able to take a look at some other income opportunities, right? So you're growing your sales team because you're going to prospect them. Once they say, yeah, I'm open to taking a look at what you got to get them a presentation. You got to get some information in front of them, something that's duplicatable, especially if you're brand new. You want to be able to do that. Now, if you've been around the sales industry a long time and you've got really good presentation skills, that's all fine and dandy. But just remember, there's brand new people that you're going to bring on your team that aren't going to be able to do that yet. I'm talking really fast on purpose because I want to make a point. You got to understand that not everybody's going to be at the same level that you are. So it's very, very important that when you're bringing brand new people on, that you have a simple, duplicatable system that anyone can use at any level based on their skill set and their marketing prowess, that you can send step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Keep it very, very simple for them, right? Of course, you need to be able to follow up. So once somebody says, yes, I'm open to taking a look at the information, you send them the information to your target audience. They look at it. You set a follow-up time with them. You say, what'd you like most about what you saw? And they're going to say yes or no. Remember, our primary job is to be a decision collector. You're getting a decision from them whether or not they want to know or whether or not they want to move forward. It's a decision. We're decision collectors. As long as we keep that in the forefront of our mind, we're going to be absolutely okay. And next, once you get that decision, once you get that yes decision, of course, is going into the close, moving them through the process and helping them get started, giving them the tools, pointing them in the direction, and saying, guess what? You know that script that I shared with you, can use that exact same script to reach out to your target audience. Let's help you identify that target audience. And matter of fact, here's a presentation that you're going to use to send out to somebody once somebody says yes. So once they say yes, you're going to set a follow-up time with them. You're going to teach them how to follow up and set up a schedule and have a little bit of posture in that, right? And of course, there's another follow-up down the road if somebody ghosts you and you get on all that kind of stuff. That's a whole nother training. But that's your primary 5 things you need. You need to know who your target audience is, right? You're going to need to you're going to need to prospect them. You're going to need to reach out to them. You're going to need to be able to send them a presentation, right? You're going to need to be able to follow up after you send them a presentation. You're going to need to be able to close. That's the 5 basic principles to building a big sales team. The underlying base core to that is you got to do that a lot. Like lots, right? The only way to win this battle is you've got to get more people in front of your presentation than someone else does. Not everybody's going to be aligned with your business. Not everybody's going to want to do what you do, and that's absolutely okay. You're looking for that needle in the haystack for that one person, just the one person, not 10, not 15, but one. You've got to get the one before you can get the 2. You're looking for that one person that's going to say yes. Once that one person says yes, you get them engaged, you get them rock and roll, and you give them the tools to go out and basically do what you just did. Make it duplicatable, make it simple. It doesn't really matter if you're making $1,000 a day or $1,000 a year. The process is the same. If you're going to build a big sales team, the process is the same. You got to find people, you got to know who they are. You got to reach out to them and ask them if they're open. You've got to send them a presentation so they can look. They can take a look at the information. All you're doing is you're asking them if they're open to taking a look. You're not asking them to buy something. You're not asking them to join your deal. You're asking them to take a look at an information and see if it's going to be a fit for you. And then you're going to do some follow-up to see if there's a fit for them to actually, be on your team and they're going to fit into your culture. And if they are, then you go ahead and close them. You get them rocking and rolling, and you get them running and starting and building their team. And that's how you build a really huge sales team. Like I said, if you want the recommended lead management systems that I use, shoot me a private message. I'll definitely get those to you, because when you start doing this, you're going to have a way to follow up with all these people. And it's very, very important. It takes typically 5 to 12 presentations or eyeballs on a business for somebody to make a decision. And if you're not following up with people, you might as well not prospect in the first place. I love you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing to do about it. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact, and be a legacy creator. I hope you are too. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.